Documentary claims paranormal library in the palace as King Charles seeks UFO truth. The late Prince Philip and the Queen also communicated with UFO believers a number of times as he explored his interest in the fascinating topic a new film suggests. According to John Austin from The Express, King Charles has an ongoing fascination with UFOs and the possibility of alien life, a new documentary has sensationally claimed. The documentary, The King of UFOs, also explores reports of the monarch's inherited secret library of books and files on the phenomena, plus other subjects such as crop circles and the paranormal. It also suggests the late Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth II communicated with UFO believers several times. And now King Charles is exploring his own interest in the fascinating topic, according to the documentary. One of the most bizarre claims made in the new production is that the then Prince Charles was seen piloting an experimental UFO-style craft in Canada in 1975. Ufologist and filmmaker Mark Christopher Lee said, retired police CID detective and now owner of the Great British UFO Learning Centre, John Hanson, had regular correspondence with Prince Philip and the Queen, and states that they had their own library of UFO and paranormal books. He told Express UK letters between Hanson and the Queen and Prince Philip, shown in the film, say they will, quote, add the book that John sent to them to their own collection library, end quote. Nick Pope, who investigated UFOs for the UK Ministry of Defence, MOD, until 2009, said, the royal family has been interested in UFOs for decades, but this was also a matter of extreme sensitivity, as in some ways the situation was almost counter to the government's position on this, or it was difficult to go with it. The MOD's public line was always that UFOs were of limited or no defense significance, so to have the situation of the royal family almost denying that line by taking it seriously was awkward to say the least. Prince Philip was very much at the forefront of royal interest in this, although arguably he was introduced to this by Earl Mountbatten, his uncle. Prince Philip had a large collection of UFO books. He subscribed to Flying Saucer Review and a number of other publications, but it was all done carefully so not to take a subscription and say, please send to Buckingham Palace. I'd be interested to know what happened to his collection and to what extent King Charles III has inherited any of the documents, books, files, and magazines and the interest. Richard Felix, a paranormal historian from TV's Most Haunted, states in the film that the British royals have their own secret archives of paranormal and UFO literature to rival those of the Vatican. Mr. Lee added, The King of UFOs is a new entertaining, thought-provoking documentary which explores the British royal family's interest in UFOs and the unexplained, as well as looking at an alleged UFO landing and alien visitation on Lord Louis Mountbatten's estate in England, allegedly witnessed by one of his own employees. The film investigates the late Queen and Prince Philip's interest in UFOs and crop circles. The film has exclusive access to unreleased archives and interviews with witnesses and also explores the extraordinary claims that then Prince Charles piloted an experimental UFO craft in Canada in 1975. It explores claims made by a Canadian driver that whilst working on a secret military project at Sandy Point, Canada in 1975, he saw Prince Charles piloted an experimental UFO-type craft. The driver states that the craft was powered by an electromagnetic force and Charles was one of 3 pilots in the craft who were taking it to the NASA base at Langley in the US. Mr. Lee also considers that what King Charles's role would be in the event of first contact with extraterrestrials in the documentary. He said the king would have a pivotal role to play as head of state and as head of Church of England and defender of all faiths. He would have to prepare his people for a high paradigm shift, and there would be political as well as spiritual implications to first contact, with UFO sightings increasing around the world, This may be closer than we think, and the king should be prepared. I also think that having had an interest in UFOs passed to him from his father, that as king he may know more about the truth regarding UFOs. The UK is part of the Five Eyes Security Agreement along with the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. I suspect King Charles will know the truth. I hereby call on our king to release the truth to the public. We deserve to know if we are not alone in this universe. This is from Express UK. They contacted Buckingham Palace for comment. The King of UFOs is out now on Tubi and soon available on Amazon Prime. And this is by John Austin from Express on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.